Now, okay, now let's start our book study for today. Yes, good morning to everyone. Today we are going to read Master Cheng Yan's footsteps of the autumn volume. And the theme is spreading Dharma with sincerity and love in the Buddha land. We all know that Bodh Gaya is the place where the Buddha practiced and became enlightened. From the map, it is on the same latitude as the Jingsi abode. The straight line distance between the two places is about 3,700 kilometers. We are grateful that the Buddha's teachings have been handed down so that we can understand the true meaning and experience the truth. The essence of Jingsi Dharma lineage is the Buddha Dharma. Seeing that the hometown of the Buddha is still so poor, Master felt very sad. Master said, this is a really big event, a big cause and condition that must be accomplished. And Master has this wish to give back to the hometown of the Buddha, hoping to bring the true teaching of Buddhism back to the original place. And in India, although India and Nepal are two countries, they still belong to this ancient India. And for a long time, there has been a social stratification system, which is the caste system. The caste system divides all people into different classes and ranks and their status. Highest class is Brahmin, followed by Kshatriya and Vaishya, and the lowest class is Sudra. It is unbelievable that the current Lumbini, which is more than 2,500 years away from Buddha's time, but the lives of the residents do not seem to have progressed over time. The poverty and suffering the Buddha saw in the past still exists to this day. Under the influence of the caste system, many families have been begging for generations to make a living and living a miserable life beset by poverty and illness.
他的家里边只要是下雨就会漏水，所以我们这次要去帮助他加盖多一层的铁皮。
有的呢，房屋啊，你站在前面可以看到了屋子后面的，因为他们总是呢草根呐、有充足的草根，它可以拼得很密；不充足的草根呢，是稀稀落落，更没有的根本啦、竹子或是捡来的茶几啦。他们劈一下几把草，这是他们跟你跟我同这个时间他们的生活啊。所以呢，菩萨们全球菩萨，我们能这样的轻松，我们坐在这里。声音拉到了全球，人间呐、有福无后啦，但需要智慧。
The disciples heard Master's heartfelt voice. From April 2022, Tzu volunteers from Singapore and Malaysia started to go to Nepal in batches to carry out relief operations. The Bodhisattvas walked back to the hometown of the Buddha. Based on the educational spirit of the Buddha, they hope to change the lives of the local suffering people and open up new hope for them. Volunteers start from the most lacking medical care and education and combine charity to launch a long-term plan to help the poor and weak. Most of the villagers are uneducated and illiterate. Even the children live next to the school. They cannot go to school because they cannot afford the school fees. Education is an opportunity to overturn poverty. Starting in October 2021, Tzu will start subsidizing the Madhubani Preschool Education Center to provide free education for poor local children aged 3 to 5, so that these children can also receive education. Nepal is also known as the land of snow mountains. It is very cold in winter. Many local children can only wear thin coats because of their poor families. Their feet covered with mud with no shoes and socks to keep out the cold. City volunteers prepared warm winter clothes, shoes, and socks, and conducted winter clothes distribution at schools. It was carried out in 9 schools for 3 consecutive days, and a total of 3,217 children received warmth from society this winter. It also warmed their hearts and their bodies, and this winter is no longer cold. In addition, the education team also went to schools to distribute school supplies and promoted humanistic education, conveying the concept of kindness using the spirit of bamboo tubes to inspire everyone's love and kindness. And even camp recipients like Miss Sharada can also do it, regardless of caste or class, linking up love and driving a circle of kindness.
My 10 students participate in this handful rice program, and they said, we are very happy, ma'am, to put a handful of rice in a container every day. And also I feel very happy to help the poor people.
Volunteers in Lumbini also promoted the Street of Good Words. The Jingsi aphorisms were pasted on the entrances of the shops. The simple and easy to understand Jingsi aphorisms were easily understood by the villagers, bringing the true essence of Buddhism to the people of the Buddhist country. Through the humanistic education and Jingsi aphorism teaching, teacher training course, the essence of humanistic education is passed on to the teachers in Lumbini. In Lumbini, if a patient goes to a private hospital, the cost is nearly 5,000 NT dollars, which is almost half a year's living expenses for low-income family. Therefore, many people have to endure the illness when they're sick. In November 2022, Tzu Chi held its first large-scale free clinic in Lumbini. Within 3 days, it served a total of 3,200 people and relieved their ailments. However, prevention is better than cure. In order to promote health education, Tzu Chi volunteers also established the Lumbini Medical Workshop to train local volunteers to become medical seeds, lead teams to the countryside for health checkups, and provide medical assistance to the poor. The Buddhist hometown promises hope for the future.
在那里，佛陀的故乡，他们要去定点。第一个所在，医疗、慈善，这个内底有医生有企业家，可以呢，让我的心愿可以回归佛陀的故乡，那寻找佛陀的足迹，而发现到了那样的苦难的地方，所以这都是感恩慈济。没有这一群人呢，就无法到佛陀的故乡。
一进来的时候就很感动。那么有一个家，才有办法落实上人的4大志愿。那么最重要是上人是希望是会把这个人间佛教落实在这个佛陀出生的地里。
未来的希望，是一个
In
未来
Lumbini,
的
Tzu
希
Chi
望。
volunteers
他们已
has a
经
common language that is love, and spreading the Dharma with sincerity and love to benefit all living beings. Just like this passage in the Infinite Meaning Sutra, in the Tathagata's land, stay firm and immovable. live out the power of vows, and broadly purify the Buddha land. Wishing all the best. Thank you.
好，非常的感恩
So
哈。
usually we are wondering how our guide reader able to
都能够精准在10分
to
钟，然后在
complete
这
their
10分钟里
presentations
面
within
呢，
10
透过
minutes
这样的影音
because they are
每一
all
次只要他们再次上
they
路，
have
他下
they
一
have
次的
already
简报
they are
一定
well
就比这
prepared
次
and
更好，
rehearsed
而且舒满他也
and
跟
they
随
have
律看齐了，他
prepared
们几乎
the
都是
the
提早到
slides
3-4
way
个月
ahead of
前
time
就给了这一
and
份
so
档
they
案
have
出来，
lots of
所
time
以
to
给舒满特
practice
别的掌声，好不好？谢谢。好。 我们现在在内
and
蒙的时间就说
this
舒满师姐的音色真好
this
听
is
哦，就
a
像广播人员的吸
comment
引人哦。你
positive
看，你就
comment
短短一句，舒
from
满有没有觉得很开心？
Mongolia
所以呢，这样子就让人家
expressing
就
the
是吉
gentleness
祥
of
哦。
Sister
然后
Suman's
他继续说，一
voice
出生就把一辈子的身份化作卑微，实在是不公平。上人就是努力要改变
and
这些人
in
的苦，所
Tzu
以呢，就是让大家公平。你看我们在慈济里
in
面，我们
Tzu
穿
we
制服，
all wear the
除
same
非
uniform
特别的状况，我们不会去问这个人在做什么，所以大家都一
and
样。那为什么大家会比较知道我们的身份？是因
and
为
in
我
our
们在
teachers
文会还有一
association
套
we
衣
also
服，
have our own
所以
uniform
我们一
so
出去人家
everybody
就知
will
道
know
我是
that
老
they
师哈。
that
好，
we
上
are
人不断提醒我们要用
teachers
智慧跟佛法展现在人间，要用爱去抚慰苦难的人心
so
哦。所以非常感恩时间，无论是
regardless
在
of
北京或者是在哪里。 世界各地，他即将要到欧
wherever
洲，
she
他
is
师
in
姐你在
whichever
欧洲一样熬
continent
夜跟着我们吗？
Sister
好，
Sijing
希望
will
哎。
always be following
睡
us
觉睡觉睡觉。好，那他也传来北京周蕊欣，他就讲说：“哎呦，怎么这么苦啦？”好，就是在看舒满师
and
姐。
this
我
is
们的
another
总编
comment
徐
that
凯旋
our
他就说：“
assist
舒满
guide
师姐
reader
心好
Sister
疗
Suman's
愈，好
voice
抚慰，形
is
象好
very
庄严。 感
therapeutic
恩讲解如此
very
仔细，连
gentle
种姓制度都帮我们
and
复习了。所以
graceful
舒满，这只有你哦，他的
unlike
总编不会
mine
这样讲哦。
like teacher
总
Mei
编觉得说我很吵嘞。
who is
好，
very
好，日本的4月份说感恩英国
highly
创始人张
charged
瑶华师姐，负责人张瑶华师姐的一缕微光的分享。
and
有福的国
we
家
are
也有
we
被
are really
冷
grateful
落
that
的
Tzu
角落，慈
volunteers
济
could
人总
walk
会走入
into the
困
dark
扰，去关
corners
怀最需
of
要
the
的大
world
爱人群。
and to
真的，
provide
他写的非常多。我们的张
the
春美哦，他就说
assistance
感
and
恩瑶华
relief to
师姐
them
用身体力行的分享。那我们这个 Leland Cheese Michael Rain
and
在哪
another
里也没有写，但是是
review
英国的
comment
好朋友。他说感恩瑶
expressing
华师姐用心的分享，
gratefulness
志工们一
to
路诚挚的陪伴，相信很
to
多难
our
民因
UK
而增加了
volunteers
希望与力量，一缕微光
for
突破
providing the
他的
love
落
and
脚
care
异乡的
to the
漫漫黑暗，
refugees
无限的感恩。泰国的锦淑说，感恩舒满师姐以诚以爱，温润柔软，悦耳导读，带我们回到佛
and
国，体
with
悟2000多年来
sincerity
的
and
主人
love
在，唯有
we
爱
could
走入，用
we could
成
bring
就
the
保障
Dharma
佛
back
陀的
to
德泽，透过
the
慈济
original
的行动，让
birthplace
它
of the
回馈
Buddha
佛法的发源地哈。嘉义的汉文感恩舒满师姐清晰稳健的导读，上人不舍佛陀故乡至今依旧贫苦，呼吁回馈佛陀故乡。好，他写非常多哈，我没办法
and
念完。
it's
加拿大
really
的管制
Master's
令回
vow
归佛陀的故乡是上
to
人
give
毕生
back
的心愿，也是
to
全
the
球金
hometown
世
of
弟
the
子要全
Buddha
力以赴，努力实践
in
的方
Nepal
向。
and
善以
India
慈善为先，
by
见义为本，
bringing
感恩
in
口条清晰、
bringing the
声音
Dharma
柔
back
美的舒
to
满师
these
姐，精
places
准精辟的导读哈。
and
那
spreading
慧芬
the
哦，
the
她也是
true
写的满满的，
the
感恩舒满
Buddhism
师姐的妙语如珠、优雅乐音的导读，近
and
似于
how
治
we
愈
could
人心哈，一
overturn
整拔除
the
疾苦，精准让我们更
the
了解
poor
佛国的翻
conditions
转。
and
瑞
the
丽
many
在嘉
sufferings
义，
that the
慧芬
local
也在嘉义。
people
舒
are
满师
having
姐音色柔，内容点出上人对种族的平等性，期待常听到您的分享哈。那瑞玲也即将在2024年加入我们的导读团队。那在这边我们非常感恩于慧哈，刚才我们提到于慧，那于慧其实刚开一上线就打招呼，感恩海外家人，一缕微光带来希望，用爱
another
用心
comment
关怀，令人感动
from
哈。
our
那内
sisters
蒙的
in
恩利和聂
in
山他们
Mongolia
姚华师姐，他们爱不将就。爱无国界，感恩英国的家人。那同时，我们的谢慧芬呢，也写得非常的清楚，终于得以自由进出
and
这
they are all
21层有
commenting
约的
about
300人，近
the
30
good
个
work
格
that has
子
been
的难民
done
公寓。你
in the
看我们谢
UK
慧芬师
providing
姐有
relief
多
to
么
more
仔
than
细在
30
听姚华的分
refugees
享。
from
感恩
30
内蒙的
countries.
呼和浩特的文芳，你说用心用爱一缕微光也能点亮心人的心。他们写很多方文在主场，美国的家人陪伴新移民的语言障碍下，需要无比的用心与耐心互动来沟通，才能提供到位及
And
时的
Sister
救助。
Susan from UK is also expressing the gratitude to Sister Yao Hua and our UK volunteers.
总之非常的感恩。我们的时间长又在提醒我，真的没办法念下去哈。
Due to the shortage of time.
家人
Oh, this is Brother
副主也有
Vivek
留言，是呀，
from India.
刚才听到那个导读人就是这样子。 而且你已经之前拿到
And if you could translate this into Indian language, that could benefit even more people. So let's give our encouragement to Brother Si Yang, Brother Vivek from India, who is today is